So when this movie got over, this is what I looked like. I had to literally pause the movie, stare at the laptop, and sit there in silence for a few minutes thinking, what just happened? I mean, why? Why? Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, then hi, this is The Storyteller. Here we review stories in the form of doodling, and if that's something that excites you, then do not forget to hit the subscribe button. And a couple of weeks back, I got a suggestion to review this movie, and I guess it's finally time to talk about this amazing movie, which is called Diya, a Kannada film written and directed by K.S. Ashoka, having a brilliant cast of Kushi Ravi, Prithvi, and Dikshit in the main roles. Okay, so let's jump into the story and what I truly felt about it. In the movie, they keep saying this line that life is full of surprises and miracles, and that's exactly what this movie is about. For me, this was a seesaw experience. At the top of the seesaw, everything seems amazing, and sometimes you fall really bad on your face, and I'm gonna explain my experience with this metaphor. The story is about a young introverted girl by the name Diya who falls in love with her senior Rohit in college. Now, she's enchanted by this, and over a period of time, her love increases. She does want to talk to him, but her introvertedness stops her from doing that, and as a result of which, all her attempts become failures. The first twist happens when all of a sudden Rohit leaves the college and she's heartbroken. But as fate has it, years later they meet again in an elevator, and things end up becoming so beautiful for the two of them. I mean, this is the point when we are actually on top of the seesaw, seeing the entire world being happy. But soon K.S. Ashoka pushes us down from the seesaw, a harsh blow, when we get to see the first twist, I think, in half an hour into the movie. And that completely hurts us, breaks us, and shatters us into pieces because we feel sorry for Diya. Now, like Diya, we are also taking a little time to get back into the reality to understand what's happening. And you know that point in a seesaw when you don't want to go up, so you just stay still on the ground? That's where Diya is, and we are at this point of the movie. But soon again, we are pushed to the top to see the beautiful view of the world, and all the energy and positivity comes back into life because of a character called Adi that comes into the life of Diya, and soon their friendship turns into love, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful relationship that they have. I'm not gonna lie, but after Adi entering into Diya's life, I did feel like we were gonna fall off from the seesaw again. There were tiny moments, I think, which were deliberately shown, like how Adi was on a curvy road on the phone with Diya, and we could see a car speeding, and that's when they cut the scene, making us believe that something happened but didn't. Or even when Adi's slipper fell off of the train, oh my god, I had this jump scare. But nothing happens, and as the story progresses, we feel like nothing can happen to the seesaw ride. But no, this seesaw comes halfway down when unexpected characters return back into life and unexpected deaths happen. And not to mention the last 20 minutes of the movie with so many twists and turns, you think that you're gonna fall, but you don't. And then the last 5 seconds of the movie, you are pushed off of the seesaw to such a harsh extent that there is no recovery from it. Trust me, I did not think we'd fall in the last 5 seconds of the movie, but we did. And it was truly painful. Okay, now let's talk about the performances. The three main characters, of course, Diya, Adi, and Rohit. Okay, starting off with Kushi, I feel she did a great job as an introverted Diya throughout the movie. Even the portions where you see that she's falling in love, very, very believable, and I loved it. Coming to Prithvi as Adi, I think he added so much of depth to the character in terms of he made it lively and energetic and gave life to the character of Adi. Dikshit was good as Rohit, like he's the typical boy next door, someone you'll end up falling in love with. But for me personally, Diya and Adi's characters stood out. A huge shout out to Pavitra ma'am for doing Lucky's role, because I think this is like the perfect mom and son combo. She has done effortless acting throughout the movie, and I think all the performances were great. Okay, coming to cinematography, editing, and music, I don't think there's a better example to show how these three are beautifully blended. So the camera shots are absolutely brilliant, and what makes it more brilliant is the perfect cut of these scenes. So there's a scene at the start where Diya is switching the lamp in her room on and off, constantly thinking about how she can approach Rohit. And I think that was a beautiful scene because it was shown in so many different angles with the perfect cut, and that's so beautiful to see. Or even the close-up scenes of Diya when she's super enchanted. The camera work on the trip on the bike that Adi and Diya has, and even when Adi and Diya realize they love each other, the editing and the camera techniques on it's just so beautiful. Not to mention the music. I mean the BGM, especially when Dia's in love, her side of the story is shown in the first half. The music adds so much to the feeling. Okay, most awaited. Let's talk about the ending. I swear this was my reaction when I saw the movie, especially when the end credits kept rolling. Took me some time to understand what was happening, but do I like it? Yes. And if you ask me why, it's because that's the reality. I mean, this is not a love story. This is definitely a heartbreak-oriented story. And this is the truth, guys, the hardcore truth. I mean, we don't really have a lot of time with our loved ones. And if they did end up together, it would have been a predictable, normal, cheesy love story, and there would be nothing new. And that's how life is. The last 5 minutes was abrupt, I get it, but that's how life is. It is abrupt. It is all at once. I mean, it did take me some time to think, and at the end of it, it was all at once, and that's the only flaw I see with the movie. But give it some time and you'll understand why they chose to show it that way. Now, addressing one of the popular questions on the internet as to why Adi behaved the way he did towards the end of the movie. I mean, come on. I get that he was positive and energetic and all rainbows and sunshines at the start, but tragedies can show you a different side of life as well. I mean, Adi ended up losing everyone in a single moment, and adverse situations can lead you to make wrong decisions. I mean, I guess it's understandable. You see, at the start when Adi did advise Dia, he was at a place where he had a loving mother, he had money, he had people in his life, he was happy. This is a great lesson for you and me. I mean, we all end up giving advices when it's not happening to us. It's so easy to advise on everything that's going good, but when it happens to us, it's really, really difficult and we might flip. So it's understandable. Okay, so I'll be really honest. Love stories are not really my most favorite genre of movies. That's simply because most love stories are really cheesy and I don't like it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical when I got this movie suggestion. But this is not your usual love story. Oh my god, this is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant attempt at direction, and I absolutely loved this movie. So here are a couple of things that I really, really liked. I like how the first segment is a lot about the girl's perspective of falling in love and her obsession over the guy. This movie is raw. This movie is authentic, and it is so real that it'll tell you on the face what the reality is. And it's of course not a cheesy love story, which makes it a beautiful movie. I will 100% recommend this movie to you, and for which I will give it 4 stars out of 5. Don't get me wrong, the only reason I'm not giving that 1 extra star is simply because it was a lot for me at one go to take in. But if you ask me, should you watch it? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Chetan, for recommending this movie to me. I am so thankful. If you guys have more suggestions of movies that you'd like me to review in this way, then don't forget to comment below. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I will see you with a new movie on Saturday. Till then, take care, watch more stories, and with lots of love, this is your storyteller. Bye!